Hello everyone, welcome back to Amazing Smart Channel. Today I'm going to share with you a very interesting experience. How to weld back the handle of a stainless steel mug when it accidentally comes off. But the special thing is that we won't be using a regular soldering iron. Instead, we'll make our own soldering tool from a battery? Sounds strange, right? Let's get started. Before we begin, we need to prepare all the necessary tools and materials. Careful preparation will make the process smoother and safer. Step 1. Extract the carbon rod from the battery first. Carefully remove the outer casing of the battery. This step must be done cautiously because there are chemicals inside, and rough handling may cause splashes. After removing the casing, you'll find the carbon rod in the center. This is the most important part, capable of conducting electricity and withstanding heat. Use pliers or a small knife to separate the carbon rod from the casing and other components. Keep the carbon rod and discard the chemicals and metal shell. This carbon rod will be the material for the soldering tip. Step 2. Sharpen. Carbon rod. Place the carbon rod on a stable surface. Use a drill with a grinding stone to gradually sharpen the rod. This process requires patience, as carbon is brittle and can break if pressed too hard or worked too quickly. Rotate evenly while grinding so the tip becomes pointed like a pencil. After a while, you'll have a sharp tip that can concentrate heat when electricity flows through. Step 3. Make a wooden handle for the soldering tool. Take a small piece of wood, long enough to hold comfortably. Drill a hole at one end, sized to fit the carbon rod. Insert the carbon rod into the hole and secure it firmly. Now you have a wooden handle for the soldering tool. The wooden handle provides insulation and makes it safer and easier to hold while working. Step. Prepare the electrical system next. We need an electrical system to heat the carbon rod. Assemble a circuit that connects to a spark plug. Spark plugs generate sparks in engines, and when combined with the carbon rod, they can quickly raise the temperature. This system will be the main power source for our homemade soldering tool. Step 5. Connect the wires used. It's 2 electrical wires, one connected to the positive terminal, the other to the negative. Attach the wires to the circuit and to the carbon rod. Check all connections carefully to ensure they are secure and not loose. This step is crucial because if the wires short circuit or have poor contact, the soldering tool won't work properly. Step 6. Initial testing once everything is ready. Let's test it. Touch the carbon tip to a small piece of metal. After a few seconds, the carbon rod will start glowing red. Nearby, solder will begin to melt, proving that the temperature is high enough. This is the sign that our homemade soldering tool is working successfully at the first stage. Step Step 7. Test with solder place. A small amount of solder on a metal joint. Touch the carbon tip to the solder. Immediately, the solder melts and adheres to the metal surface. This shows that the battery-powered soldering tool can actually weld, although it's not as strong as a professional soldering iron. It's sufficient for small repairs. Step 8. Weld the mug handle back now. It's time for the main task. Welding the stainless steel mug handle back. Place the mug on the table and fix the handle in position with a clamp or by holding it steady. Connect the negative wire to the mug body to stabilize the current. Touch the soldering tip to the joint between the handle and the mug. The solder melts, adheres to the stainless steel, and gradually secures the handle back in place. This process requires patience, because stainless steel is harder to weld than ordinary iron. Step 9. Check the result after finishing. Let the mug cool down for a while. Pour water into the mug and lift it by the newly welded handle. The handle remains firm and does not come off. That means the welding process was successful. So we've gone through a fascinating journey, from a stainless steel mug with a broken handle, to making a soldering tool out of a battery, and finally welding the handle back successfully. This is not just a small trick, but also proof of creativity. When facing difficulties, if we think differently, we can find unexpected solutions. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it useful and enjoyable, please support Amazing Smart Channel by hitting like, share, and subscribe. See you again in the next videos.